Well, Abby Clancy appeared on ITV2's The Parent Trip, in which 3 celebrities and their parents go on an adventure of a lifetime. Now, Abby took her mum, Karen, on a trip across the Indian deserts. But audiences have commented that the most striking view was, in fact, the likeness between mother and daughter. Look at them, there they are. They look a pass for sisters, couldn't they? Beautiful. Got the same features, same lovely long blonde hair. So have we ever noticed similarities in our looks or our mannerisms when it comes to our own mothers? And do you think that you do, in fact, turn into your mum?
Yes, I have turned into my mother, and...
You what, Jean?
Yes, I know, Puppy Jean sat here. I don't think looks-wise we look, because I've taken my dad's dark features, but I aspire to be like my mother, because I admire her in so many ways. So I actually don't mind changing into her, and I welcome it, really, because she's always been very nurturing, and I want to be like her, really. But it's so funny, because she'll say things like, don't start doing things now, you know, like with Ed, start as you mean to go on, and don't be doing that for him. And yet she would be the first one to do it for my father. So I'm saying, hang on a minute, double standards here. So, but thank you, Mother, for all your... And thank you for doing me ironing. I bless you. I love you for doing that.
You haven't aspired to that, then?
No. I can do it, I just don't have much time, so my mother is very...
Right, I'm not criticising.
No, very generously.
She's always in the bathroom, that's why.
Yeah, deep rigging.
And he's always in the shed.
Yeah, I think... well, maybe you ladies would agree with me on this, but I think your view of your mum changes drastically when you become a mother yourself. You appreciate everything that they do, and I hope that I share many traits with my mum, because I think she and my dad were both really selfless when it came to putting family first, and that's something I've definitely learned, and I really aspire to. But you can see, sometimes I look at her and I think, I do that.
Yeah.
And my friends will say to me, all right, Sandy. And I think, oh, I am turning into my mother.
I think it's inevitable, because my mum and I, we've had our kind of rows over the years, and we've been estranged, and we absolutely love each other now, and everything's fantastic. But for a lot of my life, I tried to do things differently, to maybe make a point. And also, and then when I had Beau, I used to think, what would my mum do? And then I'd go, oh, no, I can't do that. And I would try and do things differently. But as time's gone on, I have become exactly the same. And I don't know if that's because I think when we all get to a certain age, we all start caring about the same things. Like when you're a parent, you care about making sure... Like I said to Beau the other day, you're not coming out with me wearing that. And the times my mum said that to me, and I used to think I would never do what she did, and it's inevitable. And I'm kind of glad. I think it's... I like the similarities that happen between families. I think it makes you feel kind of comfy and
on that aesthetic level as well, I'm always fascinated by that. Whenever there's a big family get-together, I'm one of 18 grandchildren. Wow. And when you look around the room, you can see the aesthetics thread that kind of links us all. Yeah. We've all got the similar shaped eyes, and I think that's really quite amazing when you stand back and look at it.
My daughter looks like my Nanny Rose. I mean, she looked like my Nanny Rose when she was 6 months old. I remember someone saying, oh, she looks just like Nan. And I'm like, eh? She's like a little... But you can see the genes.
As an adopted person, which I can now come out about, because I've written about it, but I used to desperately want that. And my sisters, who were my parents' birth children, I can tell you exactly, you know, they look exactly like my mum and dad. And when I found my real mother, I suppose unconsciously, I was looking for me. I was looking to see this other person look like me. In fact, she was, you know, 78 and white-haired little old lady. But I put so much store by it until that. And then I realised that I'd picked up so many wonderful traits from my mum and dad, who I absolutely love to pieces, that it really doesn't matter. And sometimes I think there's almost too much store by what children look like. And I think men perhaps do this more than women. You know, oh, he looks just like me, as though that's why you have a child. Or it's not just about what...
It can be a vanity thing with them, can't it? It's like,
yes.
oh, chip off the old blocks, got my lovely eyes, got my lovely chin.
They say, don't they, that Mother Nature intended it that way, that children are born looking like their father in a bid to make the father bond with them.
Yeah.
You know,
but and yet you do pick up traits. So nature over nurture, for instance. When I was little, people thought I was the same, you know, I was of my parents and my sisters. And I think, as I say now, and quite honestly, you know, you could look like all your family and assume that you all had to get on, and you don't.
No.
I mean, that can be a terrible misconception, that because
darling,
everybody looks alike.
You are unique.
Oh, darling, so are you.
You are.
Okay, time for one last